Hey, what's going on everyone? I hope you're all doing absolutely fantastic. Now, thanks a lot for spending your time on this video because this is going to be a wee bit longer video than usual, but I'm telling you, the time you spend on this video is going to be worthwhile. Now, before we start and jump into it, I'm going to tell a few things. So, there will be three types of things we can do mostly after watching this video. One, we can logically disagree with the derivation that I'm giving here, and then we can go argue in the comment section with me, and that's absolutely fine. The other thing that we can do is that we can logically agree with the derivation that I'm giving here and saying why I'm exposing this thing. And then we can ask these companies to give us a reason why they're doing this. And the third thing that we can do, and it's an optional thing, irrespective of the first two choices, is that we can go ask the really top-notch big YouTubers that why they don't do this video, why, and can they do it? Can they actually publish this sort of video in their channel? That's an extra thing we can go and ask as their subscribers or viewers. So why I'm saying the third option is because I've seen a lot of these influencers claiming to be really good at their field, and some of them are really good, and they've been spreading different things like how to detect fake, and that sometimes you can't even detect fake, and then they do different atomic weight and different sort of mathematical derivations, and just trying to prove that there is a point of fake and authenticity and all that stuff. But and some of the times I've seen that they've been saying things which make no sense at all, like raw whey protein is raw. It's just like raw chicken. You have to cook it to eat it, actually. And in a way, not literally, but in a way, that's what they say. Well, all these things are driven by either business or affiliation or some sort of sponsorship. But I haven't seen a video where they say that here's the thing that's going on, and you should go and ask them why they're doing this. And that's why I'm asking that if you think you subscribe to this idea that I'm sharing here, please go ask them. Please, that would be awesome. My video is around this particular concept, that when you buy 1 kg of whey protein from a vendor that sells unflavored as well as flavored version. By the way, if someone is thinking that I'm targeting a particular brand, I'm not doing that. Please snap out of that idea. I'm not doing that here. I'm targeting the whole, or I'm asking a question to the whole supplement industry, all right? So the companies that are selling unflavored and flavored whey are the same thing, just put some flavor, sometimes enzymes and stuff. This is the common practice, right? 1,000 rupees for unflavored and 1,200 bucks. I think I'm being very moderate here. It should be around 1,300, 1,400 some cases, depending on the flavor per 1 kilogram. And I personally think, from my derivation, that this is a scam, and I'm going to show you how. Let's get into the math. So 1 kilogram of unflavored whey protein, or digestive enzyme, if that's a word, sort of whey protein, that is the raw whey protein, that's around 80% of availability, is going to cost you around 1,000 rupees. Let's say anything, concentrate or isolate, just fix the price to that. 1,000 bucks. What you're getting 80% of protein, and that's all. You're getting some of this byproducts like some carbs, some fats, some stuff that come with the protein, right? That's all you're getting. You're not getting anything else. And we're going to consider the price factor here. So 1,000 rupees you're paying for 1 kilogram, and you're getting 1 kilogram of whey protein, right? Now let's go to the flavored version with some enzyme and a bunch of other stuff and see what we get. Right, so when you get 1 kilogram of flavored enzymed whey protein, do you get 1 kilogram 200 gram protein, like 200 gram more because the added stuff? No, right? You get the same 1 kilogram pouch, and they say the protein content has dropped. So let's see what all things we put in, and we're going to get to the whole detail. Please watch this video till the end. I'd request you to do. 800 grams of whey protein, let's say, and I've taken all these numbers based on different products that kind of available on the internet, either bodybuilding.com or somewhere they've come up to say how much can be used. So 100 gram of cocoa powder, sucralose, which is INS 955, that's used around 25 milligram per scoop, and I've added, that's why around 33.3, that sort of calculation, 33.3 servings, some sort of like that. So 660 milligrams of INS 955. 7 grams of diazyme. So I got to this calculation because the diazyme is the costliest enzyme out there in the market. It's a blend of different enzymes and it's really costly. And the dosage varies from 150 mg to 200 mg or 300 mg per serving. So if we add it up, we get a limit of 4 grams to 7 grams for the whole 1 kilogram box, right? We're considering only 800 grams, but I took 7 grams for 1 kilogram. Just the upper limit to calculate the cost. So 7 grams of diazyme is added. And then some of the other products, and some products which really want to push it to the different level. And I'm saying not a particular brand, any brand which does it. They add 100 grams of maltodextrin. Some people would give 50 grams. I've taken 100 grams. Some give 150 grams or so and reduce some of these components, right? All right. So there you're getting around 1,007 grams, sort of like that, right? So a wee bit more than 1 kilogram. So they would actually give you less than this, but I've done a rough calculation. So this is what you get. Now let's get to the calculation. So just so we know what the price of these different things are, I've calculated the total calculated price. You can calculate it on your own. But I'm going to show the actual prices that I found of these products up here. Those are like the wholesale prices on IndiaMart. You can go check it out. The prices can vary, but not too much, right? So whey protein has come down from 1 kilogram to 800 grams, and you're paying 800 rupees for that, right? You should be paying, but actually the whey protein in your blend is of 800 grams, 800 rupees, right? Now, we're talking about cocoa powder. Cocoa powder costs somewhere around 250 rupees per kilogram if you buy in bulk. That's natural cocoa powder, which is the good one. So you're talking about 25 rupees per 100 grams. So 25 rupees I've added in here. Sucralose INS 955 is pretty damn costly. It costs 3,000 rupees per kilogram. But the dosage required for sucralose is so little, as I told you, it's 25 milligram per serving. So that comes to about 1.99 rupees, which is like 2 rupees. I'd run it out, something like that, I guess. Now, diazyme, again, a really costly product. It costs around 4,200 bucks per kilogram. Sometimes a wee bit more, sometimes a wee bit less. And that, depending on the calculation that I've given, and I've taken the upper limit, you're giving a 7 gram into the whole tub, right? That's also 1 kilogram. It's just 800 grams. I've taken more. So that cost comes to around 30 rupees. Now, the master of all fillers is maltodextrin. Maltodextrin's price is, not surprisingly so, 36 rupees per kilogram. So you see how cheap it is and why it's used as a filler in most cases. So if you add 100 grams of maltodextrin, you're adding up 3.6 rupees the cost. Now, if we just add all these things up in our whey protein flavor that we enjoy so much, and we feel that it's gonna digest faster because it's got enzyme and all, you know how the cost comes? It costs somewhere around roughly 860 bucks. And in 860 bucks, and if you do the calculation up here, because we told about the protein percentage to be 80% when we bought the RealWhey, now that would be around 60. So the cost of this pouch is actually 860 bucks. And it's got around 64% of protein with a bunch of other stuff which can actually help in your taste. That is a feeling and also your digestion, all that stuff. But it's got 64% of whey protein. But how much are you paying for this? You're paying somewhere around 1,200 bucks. Maybe sometimes more than that. You're paying for this. So let me clean up the board and come up to the actual thing where we derived. So if we quickly look into this last comparison, then 1 kilogram of raw whey protein, you were paying 1,000 rupees for 80% of protein availability. Now for the same company, you went and bought the flavored and enzymed version, and they started charging you 1,200 rupees for 64%. Now the percentage can vary depending on how much maltodextrin you add or you don't add. But basically you're getting less, and you'd see that many companies say that, okay, my raw protein has more availability and flavored protein has less, and that's a normal common practice because everybody is giving me 1 kilogram, right? 1 kilogram has all those things. It's not 1.2 kilograms when it comes to flavored, right? So you're paying more for less protein percentage, and actually they should have charged us less. I mean, with the profit and everything, I'd consider, because this comes with profit, right? So this 860 would also come with profit. Like if you say $1,000 actual raw whey protein price, let's say is $600, then here also you're doing the profit, right? So selling it at $860 would not be a loss. So shouldn't we just go and ask these companies why they do this? So I'm not challenging anybody. I'm just saying come up with a clear explanation why you do this. And if someone has a proper explanation which defeats the logic that I have written here, absolutely come put it the comments in the section. If you're a company, please do that. And I'd be glad to pin your comment up so that everyone can learn from that. I can learn from that. And if you don't think that there is something like that and the logic I'm providing here is foolproof and it makes sense, please do ask this question. Please do ask this question to those big gigantic YouTubers or YouTube creators who've been doing so many different things but avoiding the actual questions which could uphold the consumer's right, right? And also ask the question to the companies that sell these things. See, my job as a YouTube creator is look at the consumer's perspective, because I am a consumer. I'm not a company which sells products. So I'll not be telling you that raw whey protein is not digestible. I won't be telling you that blend protein is better than isolate protein, stuff like that. I won't be telling you that fake is everywhere and buy from only one brand. I won't tell you that, because I'm just a consumer. I look for things that are pocket friendly and effective, right? So I hope this video was helpful, and I thanked you in the beginning. I'm going to thank you again for spending the time and watching this video, because it's a really long video, but I think it's worthwhile. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked it. And if you do subscribe to the idea, please share the video and please ask people. Have an awesome life, folks.